Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Housing. My name's Sarah Eggleston, and I am here to deliver this week's real estate news to you. So I'll go ahead and get it started out by sharing my screen. I'm really excited to get into stuff today. I have a few things to share at the end, so make sure you stick around. So starting out with our Seahawks, unfortunately, the season is over. The Rams did take away the win last week, 30-20. So unfortunately, Seahawks won't be continuing on throughout the playoff season. But the Seahawks did finish the season as the only NFL team without a positive COVID-19 test. So in a way, we did win. We won in a sense, in this sense, which I just think really speaks well to the dedication of the players and how committed they were to keeping themselves, quarantined away from other people, and good for them. So, woo, no COVID-19 for the Seahawks. And I mentioned last week that the Healthy Washington Roadmap to Recovery was released by Governor Inslee. And so this covers a wide variety of interactions in life, from movie theaters and restaurants and all that, but we'll focus just on real estate. So there are no in-person open houses permitted at this time. Brokers must work from home when possible, and real estate offices are closed and can only operate at 25% capacity for those that work there. So I actually had an issue with this the other day. I had a client that I needed to get some paperwork from, and they had offered to drop by my office and drop it off with the front desk. And I unfortunately had to tell him, I'm sorry, I can't have you do that. I need to either have you leave it at the house and I will pick it up, or meet you somewhere to exchange the paperwork. But and this time we can't have visitors in our office. And all activities are by appointment only. Face coverings are still required. There's no more than 5 people on the property at a time for touring properties or inspections or final walkthroughs. No more than 5 people at a time in addition to the broker. So 6 people total. And the Healthy Washington Plan, just as a reminder, was broken up into 8 regions that share health systems, so that rather than being broken up by county, there's just 8 areas to worry about. And just updated today, all regions will stay in phase 1 for now until the 25th of January at least. So this came out of the Seattle Times, January 9th. And we've been talking throughout 2020 about home values going up, home prices going up in the outer regions, and Seattle not seeing that same effect, at least not to the same degree. But that is carrying over to rents, which makes sense. But the demand for rentals in Seattle has gone down significantly. The vacancy rate is now 7.3% as opposed to where we were a year ago at 5.8%. So there are a lot more vacant units in Seattle than there were a year ago. Excuse me. And Kent, Pierce County down here, they're at 95, 99% occupancy for these rental units. And that it all has to do with the remote work, since people are able to either work from home solely, or even in the future going forward, they may only have to go into the office 1 or 2 days a week in the future. They're willing to travel a little bit further to get to their office. So moving further out from Seattle, where land is a little bit cheaper, you can get a bigger place for the same prices. You get a house in Pierce County for the same price as a condo in Seattle. So just having that extra space has been really important to homeowners, but it's been important to renters too. So I just thought it was interesting to see the ties between the homeowner or the home values and the rent values across our region. And this breaks it out into what we saw in various areas. Lake Union was our leading rental drop, going down 14.2% over the course of the year. Not too surprising with Amazon and all those tech companies being in that area, and now having those people being able to do remote work. It's not too surprising to me that is the area that has been most impacted, followed by downtown Seattle at down 12.7%. However, where I am in Renton, rents actually went up less than a percentage, so they pretty much stayed the same, but the rent did go up just slightly. Kent, Pierce County, anywhere that's in in the biggest jump was in Puyallup at 5.7% raise in rental asking. And last month I reported on an article that I thought was just fascinating, where the number one housing market in the nation was Spanaway, Washington, the hardest to get a home. So it just shows Puyallup, Spanaway, all those areas heading towards Pierce County and in Pierce County are just, the demand for those areas is exploding. So if we jump into mortgage rates, the U.S. long-term mortgage rate hit new lows last week. And if we jump to this week, we actually rose a little bit. So this week we are at 2.79% for the 30-year fixed, up from 2.65 last week. So that's quite a big jump for a week, and especially since we've been seeing such downward trends to just bump right back up. However, there has been a lot happening in the news and current events, and a lot of experts think that the mortgage rate will be back on a downward trend after the impeachment and we get the new president inaugurated and all that. They think the interest rates may drop down and continue lower. However, I've heard conflicting reports from economic experts that say that we are supposed to rise, have a fairly steady rise throughout the year. So honestly, no one knows what's going to happen for sure. No one could have predicted the pandemic coming and making all the changes in our world that it did. But this is an interesting thing to keep an eye on. I know that some people may have waited to lock in rates and they're now kicking themselves. But if you're able to wait a little bit more, it might go down, it might go up. In the short term, it's really hard to say which direction this is going to go. Personally, I think it's going to remain fairly low throughout 2021, but I don't think we're going to hit 16 record lows again like we did in 2020. So if we take a look at our King County market activity, we had 572 new listings, 787 pending, 530 sold. So if we look at that on our graph, our new listings bounced way down right around Christmas, New Year's, and then went right back up to where we were a few weeks ago. So we are getting some new inventory to the market. Hopefully we can continue this upward direction going forward so that the buyers that are out in the market can get a little breath of fresh air and get some new inventory on the market so they don't have to fight as badly. Because it's been a real rough go of it for some home buyers out there. There's just not a lot to choose from out there. But I'm going to jump over to this other screen. So this is the housing market update from our chairman and CEO, John L. Scott. If I can get it, there we go. And as you can see, each of the price ranges here, it breaks it out by price range and the month's retail supply. We are at an extreme shortage for everything under $1 million. There is, we're at surge for the surge level for under 250K. Everything else is extreme frenzy or frenzy. So there is just nothing on the market for people to buy. I've had people saying to me, like, I'm ready to buy, but I'm not finding anything that I'm wanting to make an offer on. And we've tried some off-market options for some of these people, but there's just not a lot on the market that is for sale. So that is something that I hope we'll get some more listings on the market as we go forward, but I don't think we'll see much relief from this until at least spring. But you can see down here mention the John L. Scott's 2021 housing forecast. I have housing forecasts available from John L. Scott, separated out by region. And so if you are interested in what is going to happen in the market in your specific area, I can send you the annual forecast for whatever area you're looking in. Just let me know. I'm happy to send that over your way. And almost done here. I just have a couple announcements. First off, I have a new newsletter. So if you are interested in receiving my newsletter, there's a link in the description below. Just make sure to follow that and hit sign up for the newsletter. It has important announcements for my business, what's going on, offerings, events. There's a section for homebuyer tips. There's a section on investment properties. So there's a lot of really great information in here, and I really encourage you to sign up. If you have questions about any of this, please let me know and I will help you out. And I also, new year, new referral program. I have a new referral program rolling out. So if you have anybody in the area that may be interested in buying or selling a home who, basically, I would love to be connected with them. So I am super excited to help your family, friends, coworkers, and acquaintances. Just let me know that there's a link. I meant to put it in the description here. I will add the link in the description down below to issue your referrals. There's an easy little form, or you can reach out to me directly. But it enters you to win a $500 gift card to a local semi-local lodging of your choice. Great Wolf Lodge, Suncadia, Salish Lodge. That drawing is twice a year, and that will be one of my clients that wins those prizes. And I also have a drawing for a Visa gift card 4 times per year. This is part of a larger drawing pool, but it is 4 times a year, a chance at $500 gift cards. So you get a chance, you get entered to win in all 6 of these drawings for a year. And so make sure to send your referrals my way so you can win a Visa $500 Visa gift card or $500 gift card to one of these lovely lodging options. And lastly, I am hosting another paint night. I hosted one back in fall for our autumn pumpkins paint night, but now we are doing kind of a wintry one, hot cocoa window. So I love this painting off to the front. Don't worry, we won't write hot cocoa window on it. That's just for the event announcement. But yeah, I'm providing all of the materials. If you sign up, if you're one of the first 10 people to sign up and live within 25 miles radius, there's a section where you can sign up with free materials, and I will arrange drop off of those materials within a few days of you registering for the event. If you have your own materials and would like to join along, there is another sign up on Eventbrite that is just access to the paint night and no material delivery. So up to you whether you want me to have items delivered to you if you're within the 25-mile radius approximately. But yeah, I'm really excited for this super fun event and hope you can join me for this cute little painting here. If you have questions about anything we covered today or about the real estate market in your area or about paint night or my referral program, please reach out to me. My phone number and email are on the screen. I am super excited to deliver this news to you each week and would love to feedback. If there's anything that you would like to hear about, I would love to share that information on my updates as well. So let me know, and I will cater this to whatever you guys want to hear. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. And again, my name's Sarah Eggleston. All my contact information is below. And make sure to sign up for that newsletter because there's a lot of really good tips in there. All right, well, I will see you next week on This Week in Housing. Have a fantastic week.